God, it's Friday and a very wonderful time for us to look at what is leading. This is Morning Breaks on Kwararafa Television. Good morning and welcome to today's edition of the program. I am Fomi Desmond. Of course, you know who will always be very close to me, my friend, my brother, Mr. Thomas. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank God it's Friday.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
Maybe after here.
All right.
I don't know if you have plans for any oblate.
Let's see how things unfold. But for now, let's put on a low key.
I am booking one bottle and a plate of pepper soup.
Is it to clear out the stress?
To wash out the stress.
All right, let's see how we fix that up. Right. Let's start with this concern. There has been a kind of reaction from people, but from us here, we say congratulations to beneficiaries of Dr. Abukefa's Youth Empowerment, the Youth Empowerment 2026. Yesterday was a very serious day for some of our youth, because I saw the number of youths that were at the banquet hall, and it was commendable. And we also saw the reactions from people. We have the positive side, we have the negative side. We have the ones that are coming from people saying that all the local government in Taraba State, plus the two development areas, have been captured for this very exercise. And asking from those local government, we have beneficiaries representing from that angle. But there's another concern from people asking questions, how it has been, the process that has led to these people being beneficiaries. What were the criteria? How was it announced? And what was followed to see that this person is duly registered for this? Because I saw a comment from somebody saying, we that are business inclined, we that have things to do, we are not captured, we are not there. And people that don't have anything to do are there. But you know, you definitely have such reactions. Mr. Thomas, I don't know whether you were also aiming, you're also looking forward to benefit from this.
I searched through the crowd. I was thinking I could see my friend that I can hook. Loan me 200K now. Well, that is on the lighter note. Yes, I first of all want to commend the governor for putting in money to see that young people thrive. It's a very commendable effort. But like you said, I don't want this particular initiative to fail. My concern is that successive administrations have come up with similar initiatives, but after a few months, they disappear because the process is not meticulously set. Okay? When the agency, Youth Development Agency, mentioned or announced the call for application, I looked through the criteria. It was just your name, your what, and your NIN. To me, that does not sound like a serious screening. Yes, it doesn't sound like a really serious screening. You are not giving this money for people to go and spend. You are giving this money for it to remain in the community, for it to revolve, for it to bring out results. So you don't just give it anyhow, you give it to serious-minded fellows.
Yes.
There are two ways to look at it. If I have a business, is my business registered?
That's right.
Does that have a physical location? Is it an online base? What product do I have?
That's right.
What is the possibility of scaling this business forward? Because I don't want in the next 4 years, he may be there in the next 4 years, and we will still be complaining that youth are broke. Now he had empowered 200 people. If 200 people will manage these resources very well, they can also engage another 200
making 400.
Either through apprenticeship or employing them. So technically he has reduced some sort of burden on the government. But truly the way they did the thing is not really up. I don't know, but honestly, it is time, since this is not the end of it. It's just a flag up. Please, on the next phase, the next phase should be in this way. It will be very transparent. A deadline should be set for application.
That's right.
Screening committee should be set. Criteria for selection be known. You understand? Are you targeting businesses that are already existing? Are you targeting what do you call it? In a startup? Even if it's an idea, you should have a business plan.
And there should be
a structure. You know, so that we will know if you don't qualify for selection, you know that this is why you did not qualify. And there should be a feedback mechanism. You apply and they didn't select you, they write you back. Look, we did not select you for A and B reason. You understand? That is how corporate stuff work. And there should also be a monitoring mechanism. These people that are celebrating 500K now, but from now to December, how can we track what they have done with this money? Because it is business grant. You understand? How can we track what they have done with the money? That way, we will know that yes, we are injecting money in the community and we are getting what result. Governor Kefas can say in 2 years' time that he sank 1 billion into youth, what do you call it, empowerment, and within the period he has employed so number of people. That is striking. But if they will go political the way they have started, honestly, this one too will fail. But I don't want it to fail like the previous ones have failed. You know, you remember during Darius's time, he did a lot of youth empowerment. Sometimes they would train people for 2 weeks. How can you train someone on sewing for 2 weeks? Sewing 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
We didn't learn how to cut.
A good example.
How the machine?
How can you train somebody in welding for 3 months? I don't see that happening. Now some people, they sold their, in fact, before they got to the venue, they had already negotiated with a buyer to sell out their the machine.
Machines have been,
I know yes, the startup pack. And even the startup pack did not come complete. I know of a young man who learned computer. He was supposed to get desktop, a set of desktop, that is the monitor and the CPU, plus printer and generator. They only gave him generator, gave the other one printer, and gave the other one a monitor, and they all sold it. So this is not what we expect to see in this particular, what do you call it, a youth empowerment. Let this one be different. Let them learn from the past and bring freshness into the system, so that at least, bro, we will not be on government a lot.
That's right.
Yes, that's my take.
Now let me make it clear here, and also commend. You've taken time to applaud the effort of our governor. Let me also hang on your shoulder to commend the effort of the chairman of Youth Development Agency, Honorable Gara. He has done his part. He has played his own part, and we commend him. Just like you said, categorically, things should be done right. We should follow up, and we should make sure that those that we are bringing in, we defend the integrity of you leading us. It is very, very important, because at the end of the day, if things don't go right, they will still go back to you saying that you did not do it well. You favored your friends, you favored people close to you. But for you to have a clear picture of everything, make sure you have things done right. And Governor Abu Kefas at that meeting made it clear that the next phase of beneficiaries that will be coming up, the next phase, will be going home with the sum of 1 million naira. And I am convinced that if this will come to play and right people are being given this opportunity, the youth in Taraba State will definitely rise to the position where we will be self-dependent. We will not just be looking up to government jobs, government opportunities. It is very important that we get things right and do it the way that it's supposed to be. Now, we'll take a turn from this story. We'll move straight to what we have on our dailies. We're going to be starting with a very serious and disturbing one, because this one is close to us. This one is close to us. Daily Trust have something very sweet and interesting. It says, Atiku's fuel subsidy pledge sparks debate. And I have this with me, former Vice President and African Democratic Congress presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar has rekindled fresh conversation on petrol subsidy following his pledge to restore it if elected president in the 2027 general elections, reversing his earlier position that he did not oppose the removal of the subsidy. This very decision or words from Atiku Abubakar has actually sparked a lot of debate, and questions have come out clearly. And it has been a push on the presidency that you are doing this, but I'm coming in with this to see how I go in with my things as if elected as the president. But the president did not keep quiet. the president came up and responded to these very words. It was done live on Channels Television. We want to quote it right. And he was saying that anyone that is thinking of this, then he doesn't understand the economy of our country. He said before he came to power, 27 states were unable to take care of salaries of their state. Some states were even paying half salary. The challenge were just enormous and things were not going right. But with what he did, now most of the states, all the states and others now feel free to pay their state and others. But the truth is that it depends from the angle you're looking from, because all of them have their own projections and how this will benefit or how this will bring positive results to the country. But we want figures to align with these decisions. We want figures. We want to be seeing figures. We want to be seeing data that will align to statements like this. Mr. Thomas, let's polish on this.
Yes, quickly, I was surprised too when I heard Mr. Atiku, the ADC presidential candidate, saying he was going to reverse fuel subsidy. You know, the issue of fuel subsidy has been on the front burner for very too long. Like since 2012, I remember.
That's right.
When President Jonathan said he was going to remove fuel subsidy. Surprisingly, the President Muhammadu Buhari, the now current president, were the people that staged Occupy Nigeria protests across the country, protesting against the removal of fuel subsidy. President Buhari then, he was an opposition candidate. He said, what are they subsidizing? Where is the subsidy? That there is nothing like subsidy. In fact, he denied the existence of fuel subsidy totally. He said there was no fuel subsidy. It was just about corruption. You understand? Tinubu went on and on and on and on. They pressured Goodluck, and Goodluck reversed that decision. You know, it was partial removal during Goodluck that the issue like Shopee came on board, Uwin came on board, because they would that partial removal, according to the administration of Goodluck, was to cushion the hardship that the partial removal might cause. Buhari spent 8 years tangling around fuel subsidy. He did not remove it. Even though all were set for him to remove it, he did not. He left it like that and he left the office. When Tinubu came on the podium, the first day, in fact, in seconds after the swearing in, he announced fuel subsidy removal, and that has been our problem till date. I have said it on many fora that there is no country on earth that doesn't have subsidy. Even United States, United Kingdom, that we call them developed democracies, they have subsidy. UK, for example, is subsidizing agricultural sector. So raw food in the UK is very cheap. If you just go to supermarket to buy raw food like chicken, potatoes, and others, bananas, they are cheap. How? Because they are subsidizing that sector. So every country looks at that particular aspect that will benefit the masses, then they will subsidize. In our own instance, what is that singular thing that affects everybody is fuel? Because the means of transportation is just one. And even our energy sector is fueled by just one source, which is gas, fuel. You understand? Now Tinubu remove it. Look quickly, both Tinubu, Atiku, and Obi in 2023 all said they were going to remove fuel subsidy. The question is, supposing Atiku is the president now, like Tinubu, would he have removed the subsidy, or would he have left it? Should he remove it like Tinubu did, and people are facing these challenges, is he going to revise it, or he will leave it? Then quickly, for our president that is boasting around the place saying that the 27 states are paying salary, yam, 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 yam. Let me tell you, yes, state governments have gotten more money than ever. I showed you the indices yesterday. I said in 2025, when Nigerians were suffering, all state governors were smiling to the bank because they got surplus. The question then again is it how much money states get that matter? Or is about prioritizing, is about prioritizing certain decisions and making things right? Now that federal allocation has even gone up to 3 trillion, go to this state, what can you categorically say that it is the impact of this surplus income? You barely not see anything. Even in an instance where they do the work, they prioritize trivialities over realities. Now Nigerians are suffering. But what I don't want Atiku to do you understand? What I don't want Atiku and Obi should be doing is that they should not be saying things to make people happy.
That's right.
Do you understand? You don't govern people like that. You don't govern people on the whims.
People should not vote at the sympathy of your.
You don't vote. You don't govern on the whims and caprices of people's emotions. You govern on reality. Yes, fuel subsidy removal has come to stay. What can we do to make it better? I think that should be the conversation. Criticize what Tinubu is doing wrong and say how best you are going to do. Even if he returned the fuel subsidy, they say there is corruption, high corruption in the energy sector. How is he going to fix it? He should even tell Tinubu how best he can fix this area. Look, let's move past this level. This back and forth is not helping us. And again, to me, before you even think of policy directions as a candidate aspiring to lead any state, any country, before you should think of any policy direction, you must think through.
That's right.
And you must think through, project it, and analyze both pro and the cons of all the decision you're about to take.
All right.
Then you bring it forward.
Let's in few seconds. Let's see how we can touch what is happening on the Punch paper. We have a story on the Punch paper leading on page 2, and it says states get special 435 billion naira for security infrastructure. Then we have these reactions. Governors hail Tinubu for supporting state to tackle challenges. Gombe, Lagos, Ondo, Enugu lead beneficiaries of FAAC, Special Intervention Fund. Then Special Intervention Fund means for security projects and roads. Just in a few seconds, I would like you to speak to this as we'll be bringing our guest for discussion.
Yeah, I think there has been a lot of conversation about empowering the state to own up their security architecture. You know, we are talking about the state police. The bill is already in progress. Maybe before December, it is going to be passed into law. So once that happens, states are expected to come up and take up this responsibility. So I think this money that will be given to state will help them in building the structures. Okay, like if you're having state police, for example, that means each state need to have a state command, divisions across the local government, all the infrastructures, vehicles, you know, all that they need to do. So they need funding for that. And I think this money will help in setting that right. So again, let's call for prioritization and insist that the right thing should be done. If 1 billion is voted for this, let them use it judiciously to that purpose, so that at least we should not be seeing state police office like the federal police offices. They are not looking nice at all. So at least even if you are going there for questioning, you should be comfortable there.
The comfortable environment.
So that you can see
naturally things can flow. All right, this is Morning Breeze reaching you from Jalingo, Taraba State, of course, Kwararafa Television. And we'll take a moment. We'll come back. We'll be speaking with our guest pharmacist, Jacob Akwenzupi. He's here and he is the Executive Secretary, Taraba State Contributory Health Insurance Agency. We'll be looking at a very important and timely topic from contribution, understanding formal sector health insurance implementation in Taraba State. Do you know about health insurance sector? Do you know how important is it to you? You need to stay back so that we'll give you the gist.
This is Kwararafa Television.
Thank you so much for staying with us till the program Morning Breeze. And this time we are giving attention to a very, very important part of Morning Breeze. Thank you so much for staying there for the program. We'll be looking at the topic from contributions to care, understanding formal sector health insurance implementation in Taraba State. And of course, to help us understand what is really happening there, we have pharmacist Jacob Akenzefi, who is the Executive Secretary, Taraba State Contributory Health Insurance Agency. He's here with us live in the studio. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
And I must say, this is not your first time here. Let me say welcome back.
And it's not my second time.
And it's not your second time, of course.
I've been the regular
yes.
good to have this platform.
Yeah, good to have you.
Thank you.
Now, let's start with this. We understand that the state government, under the leadership of Dr. Abu Kefas, has graciously implemented the formal sector for health insurance plan. What does this approval mean to workers and overall health system in Taraba State? Speak to us about that, please.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to be here. And I want to use this medium to sincerely express my gratitude to the Executive Governor of Taraba State in the person of Dr. Abu Kefas for graciously approving the implementation of formal sector health plan. Before now, it has been the areas where I've been so emphatic about it. And thank God today, the approval has been secured. You remember the last time I was here? I told you by grace of God, the next time I will be appearing here, by the wisdom of His Excellency, I will come back with a news that we have gotten approval. And today, we have gotten approval.
Wow.
Again, I want to thank His Excellency for what he has done for Taraba State Contributory Health Insurance. I think the benefit of what he has done, we cannot actually quantify it, but I can assure the people of the state, with little time, the impact will be visible. And all of us will come back and say, Your Excellency, we're grateful.
So, this health insurance, speak to us about health insurance. Let the common man understand what it means. What is it to them?
Health insurance is a financial protection. What do I mean by financial protection? In assessing healthcare delivery. Not just assessing healthcare delivery, quality healthcare delivery. Before now, we operate a system whereby when you get sick, you go to hospital, you be billed, and you have to pay there and then.
That's right.
And that has been what people have been going through. And then in the vision of His Excellency, he said, this is not sustainable. We have to come up with a way to have a sustainable health financing. And sustainable health financing can only be through health insurance, whereby the rich, the poor, and the vulnerable population that we have can have access to quality care with minimum financial burden on them. And that is what we call predictable health financing. Unlike before now, we have been doing what? Unpredictable health financing. So having a platform where each and every one of us can have access to quality care, sometimes absolutely free of charge. Or in some cases, you have to make a little contribution as is obtainable in formal sector health plan.
Now, as the Executive Secretary of this agency, and with this approval, how have you taken a step to see that, because we have 16 local government and 2 development areas, they need to know about this good information. They need to know how this is being done. So what mechanism or what reforms, or how have you made sure that this reached to them?
And that is why I'm here. I'm here simply to let people know what His Excellency has done for the state. And to go on what aggressive words enlightenment, aggressive what? Capacity building, aggressive what? Public enlightenment on what is obtainable, the advantages that is associated with health insurance. And that is what I'm starting from here. We'll be going to all the media houses. We'll be going to all the nooks and crannies of this state. We'll be visiting traditional leaders. We'll be visiting spiritual and leaders, youth, and all the stakeholders. We'll be talking to them. The work has started, and that is public enlightenment, awareness creation. And that is what we intend to do. Want to let people know the advantages associated with this. I can assure you in a little time, we'll cover all the 16 states. Every man on the street should be able to tell you what is health insurance and what is formal sector health insurance plan. It's all about.
You know, this is actually good, and it will benefit our people, and it's timely. You know, the development coming from your agency is commendable. I remember, just like you said the next time you'll be coming will be something in line with what you proposed to the governor. Now it has come. Let's look at how can someone benefit from this. You are here because you want to create awareness.
Yes.
How will someone benefit from this? Where will somebody go to enjoy this? To speak to the mind of people, what to do and how to go about
it. You see, the benefits are numerous. But then, for the first time, people are listening to me. Health insurance is not all about formal sector health plan.
That's right.
When we are talking about formal sector health plan, we are talking of civil servants.
That's right.
At both states and local government levels. But before now, a lot of work has been done in other health plans. I can assure you that we have done so much in terms of the vulnerable population, the poorest of the poor in our communities. And His Excellency, in conjunction with what the federal government is bringing to the table, they have been making resources available to ensure that the vulnerable population are given access to quality health care free of charge. I will still tell you statistically, as I speak with you, we have 128,000 assessing services under the Basic Healthcare Provision Fund. And the number is growing every day. Enrollment is ongoing, and the number keep increasing. That is what we call the vulnerable health insurance plan. And that is sponsored or supported by the state government and the federal government. That one is already ongoing. We'll talk of the student in tertiary institution. That is another health plan. And currently, we are always working on informal sector.
Not just formal.
Not just formal. The last time I was here, I talked about informal sector health plan. This is the one that takes care of close to 80% of the population of Taraba State. These are the people that does not belong to the organized sectors like civil servant, like formal sector, and the informal sector are those artisans, those market women, those people working with Nigerian Union of Transport Workers, and those farmers in our communities, in our villages. They belong to this informal sector, and they constitute the highest population of people we have in the state. So, formal sector is just a part of it. It's just to address civil servants like you and I, and both at the state and
the local
government. This is a health plan for them. Then tomorrow when I come, we'll be looking at other health plans. But our today focus is formal sector health plan.
Sector. Those that are working at the state government level and the
local government level.
Yes. Now, we've seen you visiting some of the primary health care centers. I remember there was a visit you made. I think not one. There are a good number of them. How has it been, your collaboration with them, and how has it been with the activities going on there? Is it aligned with your desire?
Yeah, you see, our relationship with Primary Healthcare Development Agency or the secondary facility, what we call the general hospitals, and maybe referral hospitals, and even with specialist hospital and federal medical center, is partnership. In economics, they say demand and supply.
Yes,
if I take you back, we demand for services, and they supply. And when we demand, we pay them. Ours is that primary health care center A, we are giving you 2,000 people, provide health services for them. We pay you. And we do what is called predictable health financing. We even pay, we prepay before people go there to access service. And so that has been our relationship. Ours is to provide a medium on whereby financial demands of people seeking health care is accommodated by us. And the primary health care center, which appears to be one of our strongest partners, is to provide the services. And that will take you that I've visited so many of these primary health care centers across the state. You see excellent work that is going. Those facilities are being renovated. In some places, new structures are coming up. And what we are saying that if I want to buy services from you, you must give me the quality of service. Because it's transactional. It is business. If your product is not good enough for me, I will not buy. And that is why even my colleague at the primary health care, he has not been sleeping. He has been working assiduously to ensure that those facilities are of standard. That when I send my enrollees there, they should get the best of services. So there's this mutual understanding, mutual coordination for people to get the quality of service when they visit those facilities.
I guess you're talking about Dr. Tukura.
Dr. Tukura.
All right, yeah, I remember Dr. Tukura was here like a few weeks back, and he mentioned, he cleared us on the fact that yes, a lot of facilities are being upgraded.
Wearing a new look.
Wearing a new look, and I think 90 out of 130 something.
113.
Yes, yeah. I think that.
And new ones have been actually upgraded.
Yes. So you giving us this statistic aligned with what he said is actually balancing. Now you also mentioned that your agency makes sure that certain amount is given to this primary health care before people now visit for attention.
Yes.
How has it been, the response from people? The response from people, is it aligned? Like, are they the level of acceptability of this offer? I feel this is something that is coming to our people graciously, and it should be appreciated. Is it balancing with?
It's massive.
Wow.
If you ask me, it's massive. I'll give you an example. They are verifiable. Go to general hospitals, go to Mutumbu, go to Belly. Our services doesn't stop at primary health care center. I told you secondary facilities.
That's right.
Referral from primary health care center to secondary health care centers. If you go recently, last week, we had cases of people that were operated at the general hospitals in. They were referred from primary health care center. In a normal sense, they will go there, they will charge them 200, 300,000 for surgery. Here, it is given to them free.
Instead of that amount.
At that amount. And most times when the people get sick, sickness sometimes comes when you don't have money. And behold, you get to the hospital, they're giving you those bills. What becomes of you? And that is why health insurance should be the common denominator of our health assets. That means that if I have health insurance, I need to contribute maybe 2,000 every month. We translate to 24,000 in the month. And when issues like that comes up, behold, I will not pay a dime. That is what His Excellency is doing, that we have to bring down the cost of people seeking healthcare services, thereby providing them with health insurance. And that is why we have a lot of successes in what is called the Basic Healthcare Provision Fund. And that is what we want to bring up to the formal sector health plan. Civil servant will make little contributions. At the end of the month, maybe probably depends on your grade level, it will take up 2,000 or 1,500 per month. And we provide you with that quality health services, not only at the primary, even at the secondary and tertiary level. And it doesn't end with you, the enrollee, or you, the civil servant. You your wife or your spouse, as the case may be, and with 4 children. Imagine you are paying 1,500, 2,000 as contribution for formal sector health plan, and you are giving all this level of services. Don't you think the government is just providing these services free for the people of Taraba State?
Now, I want to ask this question, and I know, before we take a moment, I want to ask this question. I know somebody out there may also be thinking in line with what I'm about to bring to you. If you now register in a primary health care center in Jalingo, and maybe perhaps travel to your village, can you have access to same thing, the same attention? Can you have attention from the primary health care in your village, same as you could have gotten here? Because you may go to your village and maybe something comes up and you need attention. How will it be? Is there any?
There's a coordination. It's a family, it's a platform. What I mean is that even if I'm in Jalingo, I'm registered with maybe primary health care center Mayagwe, and happen to go to my village, and suddenly I became sick. I should go to the primary health care center in that my village and access care. You call us, we'll do what is called linkages.
Is there any document to prove, or a call?
You put a call across to us, and we'll communicate to the facility that you are seeking services. Allow them to provide services for you. So it's seamless. What I'm telling you is even coming to be obtainable nationally. What it means that if you're on Taraba State, you happen to travel to Lagos, you are sick, we are coming up with a platform. You can go to Lagos and access the same service in Lagos, and you don't pay money. That is a kind of a structure or a system we want to put in place, so that wherever you go, access to care should not be denied of you. So we are working assiduously to ensure that all these things come into place.
Now, considering the nature of communication, I feel also take to cognizance network as a challenge in some areas. What if there is network challenge? What will be?
You see, network may be there. There's only place that you can say absolutely there may not be challenges. But to some extent, we have the way we communicate.
That's for the formal sector.
For the formal sector.
That's right.
What we do is, if you go that text messages, a phone call, you understand, you link up with us. We'll talk to our colleagues over there, and they provide services for you. And whatever the costs that you were able to incur it in Lagos, we pay you from here. You understand? So that you will not be denied access to wherever you find yourself.
All right, we'll take a moment now, and trust me, 128 persons are already benefiting from this.
128,000.
28,000. That's
and the enrollment process is ongoing.
It's ongoing. But I'm quoting what you get.
Yes.
128,000 persons are already enjoying these services, and we'll be coming back to know, now that this approval has been given, what should we be expecting and how will it be? Stay with us. We'll be coming back.
This is Kwararafa Television.
right, welcome back to the program Morning Breeze, and we are looking at the topic from contributions to care, understanding formal sector health insurance implementation in Taraba State. And pharmacist Jacob Akinzuki is here with us, the Executive Secretary of Taraba State Contributory Health Insurance Agency, is giving us insight on what we should know as far as formal sector and health insurance implementation in Taraba State is concerned. So now, with this approval now,
yes,
speak to us.
With this approval, His Excellency Dr. Agwekefas, the Executive Governor of Taraba State, has given us go and implement formal sector in Taraba State. So the responsibility comes to us to ensure that each and every civil servant in Taraba State should be under health insurance cover.
Is that your target?
Target.
How would you do it?
We'll do it simply. First of all, the first phase, engaging stakeholders, awareness creation, let the civil servant know the benefit associated with this. And when we have done stakeholders engagement, people are now aware, we'll start enrollment of civil servants. As I told you, for example, if we have 50,000 civil servants in Taraba State, both at the state and local government, and that implies that multiply that 50,000 by 6. So how many people are you going to harvest in the society? Because you are enrolling 6 people per family. So multiply 6 by 50,000, for example, you are taking away about over 300,000 people on health insurance under the formal sector health plan. And you know, our population is 3.6 million, there are about 6.3 million. Even the 300,000 is just a fraction of it. And the bulk of the potential enrollees are in the informal sector.
That's right.
As I did mention, 80% or more than 80%. So the work is not actually in the formal sector, the work is in informal sector. And that is a topic for another day.
But our interest is just formal sector.
So the approval means that go and enroll all the civil servants in Taraba State with their family. Are you getting me? And provide health insurance for them. So that is what we'll be doing. We'll be going to all the local government, we'll be going to all the ministries, all the MDAs, and ensure that all the civil servants there are enrolled. And what is it all about? If you see the topic for our discussion, is saying what? From enrollment to care. That is from contributions, from contributions to care.
Yes.
What we are saying that each contribution you make should enable you have access to care. That is from contributions to what? Care. Implementation of health insurance, formal sector health insurance in Taraba State. That means that any kobo you are contributing should enable you to have access to quality health care.
Without stress.
Without stress, without financial burden. Are you getting me? So, and that is why we are talking of predictable and unpredictable health financing.
Now, let me come in. How would you explain to the formal sector that investing in this is not a kind of salary deduction and stuff? You know, our people have their way, and this is coming. It's a reform.
Yes.
Which is actually good from the drawing board. Now, how would you explain to the formal sector?
You see,
I'm talking about every...
Yeah, you see, there's a lot of... it goes with a lot of misconceptions.
That's right.
And you don't blame those that have those misconceptions because they don't have the knowledge. People will ultimately see it as deducting money from their salary. But what His Excellency intends to achieve is to ensure financial protection. He wants a system whereby each and every civil servant in Taraba State should have what is called financial protection. You don't need to pay for out-of-pocket expenses, as I did mention earlier. When you are sick, you go to hospital, I will have to do CS for you. The bill is 200,000. Are you getting me? This one is prepared, and that is you pay capitation to primary health care center, and the secondary will go what is called fee for service. Whatever is spent on you, will reimburse you. But in terms of capitation, there's a certain amount. If you have 2,000 enrollees, we'll multiply it with that figure. Every month we'll send it to you. Whether it is only 5 enrollees or 10 enrollees come, that money goes into that primary healthcare center. And for secondary, any referral that is being made, you send us the bill. We verify the bill and pay. So what we are saying is that we have to move from this catastrophic health financing system that have to pay at the point of service when I'm sick, and move to this more sustainable way in what having access to care that is absolutely, not absolutely, but with little combustion, we should have quality health care.
That will also benefit families.
Families. I told you, the principal enrollee, the spouse, and 4 children.
And 4 children.
4 children, and you're contributing 2,000, 3,000 per month.
Has the agency come up with a particular amount to be paid, or is yet to be repaid?
Currently, we have 3% of your basic salary. That is what we deduct. 3% of your basic will be deducted from your salary. Imagine to provide healthcare delivery for what? 6 people in the family. And that is to tell you that a health insurance is what? Pooling. You pool funds, you put resources. Imagine you have 10,000 civil servants, for example. You are getting 3,000 from them. Multiply.
That's right.
You pool those funds. How many of them are likely to become sick within the months? You use the money that you have collected to take care of that one. So it's a system whereby if I'm healthy, I should contribute to the other person that is sick. Because tomorrow could be my turn. And so it's a system whereby it reduces financial burden. Because in the situation whereby a civil servant is sick or your wife is sick, he has to go to the hospital, probably surgery or whatever, and they're charging you 300,000 naira or 200,000, as the case may be. And your salary is 150,000. You can imagine the financial burden you go through. And so what we are doing, what is excellent intent to achieve is to empower the civil servant. The money that you've been using to pay exorbitant hospital bill has been actually reduced to a barest minimum, so that you have more funds to address some of your other challenges that may you have.
All right, Pharmacy, in few words, what will be your last message on the show as we wrap up?
My last message is that thank God we are here. His Excellency has done the needful. Ours is to support the government, pray for the government. You understand? And people should understand the benefit associated with health insurance. That is the way to go. Even if you go to developed countries, nobody goes to hospital again with money to pay for health services. When you go there, there's a structure on ground. You just show your ID card. You're coming from this organization. Your service will be given to you. And so I don't need to like put 100,000, 500,000. Say anytime I get sick, I'll go to hospital with it. And that is what we are doing. And I want to actually appeal to civil servants, because we'll be engaging them as from today to let them know they will be sensitized, and they should know that what His Excellency has given us the approval for is for their own good.
Correct.
It's an investment. It's a financial investment on their behalf, so that they don't need to pay those arbitrarily high medical bills to access care.
All right, I must thank you sincerely, Pharmacist Jacobs Akinzuki, for finding time to be on the show this morning. Just like I said earlier, you've been coming, and trust me, you'll still be coming again.
I will.
But I do have a wonderful weekend ahead. Thank you so much. We'll go on the break. We'll come back. MC Last B will be taking the stage. Stay with us.
Kwararafa Television. This is
Hello and welcome to the Entertainment News. I'm MC B, bringing you the latest stories making waves in the world of entertainment. I won't be 40 still dragging stage with artists in 20s. Davido hints on musical break. Nigerian gospel artist Asu Ikie announces end of his 28-year marriage. We begin with Davido as he's already looking beyond the spotlight. Afrobeat superstar Davido has hinted that he may eventually take a long break from music. Speaking on Uncut podcast, the 33-year-old said he does not want to still be competing on stage with artists in their 20s when he turns 40. Davido stressed that making a break will not mean abandoning music, pointing to Jay-Z as an example of an established artist who stepped back and remained successful. Obio said, "Music is my blood, but I won't be 40 years and still dragging with you guys in the 20s." He also said his established catalog could allow him to return successfully even after a decade away, while encouraging artists to use music as a platform to explore other opportunities. Davido is emphasizing career evolution, longevity, and knowing when to explore life beyond performing. Success is not only about staying in the spotlight. Sometimes stepping back can create room before a bigger future. From music milestone to a deeply personal chapter, gospel singer Asu Ikie has made a major announcement about his private life. Nigerian gospel singer Asu Ikie, popularly known as the Prince of Niger Delta, has announced the end of his 28-year marriage to Mufe Asu. In a public notice shared on Facebook that has massive reactions, Ikie said the marriage ended a year ago, but explained that he waited before making the announcement to gain clarity and perspective. He did not disclose the reason for the separation. The singer described the experience as a deeply personal journey of growth and reflection, while looking forward to a new season of his life. However, the announcement highlights the importance of allowing time, privacy, and maturity when dealing with deeply personal matters. Not every personal challenge needs immediate public explanation. Sometimes healing and clarity require time. And now, from relationship story to social media tension, a legal warning appears to have changed the tone of an online dispute. Street pop singer Sheyi Vibes has deleted posts he made about celebrity chef Hilda Baci hours after threatened legal action over what she described as defamatory remarks. Hilda reportedly demanded that the singer remove the post and issue a public apology or face a lawsuit. Sheyi Vibes has since deleted the post, although report said he had not publicly apologized at the time of the report. The dispute reportedly followed by Sheyi Vibe's disagreement with Japan Music, a label owned by Hildebert's boyfriend, Damilola Akiwumi, over alleged missing catalog funds. Sometimes public statements, especially accusations made online, can have serious consequences when they cross legal boundaries. Therefore, think before you post. Social media is public, and words can carry real consequences. Finally, a little entertainment spice. Isbayu has stirred playful reactions after openly revealing his celebrity crush. Content creator and actor Isbeyu has revealed that he has a crush on actress Bolaji Ogumola and Adeshua Etomi during an interview with VJ Adams. Although he acknowledged that Adeshua is married to singer Banky W, Isbeyu has jokingly addressed the singer Banky W. Isbeyu assuring him that there was no reason to feel threatened. He said, "Big shout out to Banky W. I have crush on Adeshwa." However, the exchange appears to be a light-hearted celebrity moment, showing how playful comments can quickly generate reactions online. And lastly, a harmless joke can entertain people, but knowing the boundaries of respect is always important. And that's a wrap on today's entertainment news. The entertainment world never runs out of trending stories and updates. So stay informed, stay entertained, and keep watching and enjoying our live programs on Kwararafa Television. I am MC Lasby saying, do have a beautiful weekend.
All right, thank you so much, MC Last B, for the entertainment news. Of course, it's weekend, and you just have to make the good part of it and stay at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. The beauty of Morning Breeze doesn't end with a show. Follow us on all social media handles to enjoy everything that Kwararafa Television will bring it to you. Have a wonderful weekend. For me, Desmond is my name.